Thank you all for joining us this morning. As we all know, stroke remains Hawaii's third leading cause of death, and it's the leading cause of major disability in our community. Strokes take the lives of 650 Hawaii residents a year and permanently disables hundreds more. And we know only 5% of stroke patients currently arrive in the acute care hospital in the time window that qualifies them to receive the optimal stroke treatment currently recommended. And we all know that time really does uh, cause more and more pain and suffering when we cannot act within seconds. For every minute that passes without treatment, stroke patients can permanently lose over 2 million brain cells. So clearly, time is of the essence. House Bill 589 will establish the um, state stroke data registry. Just wanted to ask to recognize and acknowledge the stroke task force members for their work. I think this measure really does allow us to move forward. We'll accumulate straight stroke data, which will allow us to State Department of Health to analyze and look for opportunities to improve our system of care for stroke um, patients. And I think most importantly, it does really allow us to do and get the information that we need to um, improve the system as we move forward. So I did want to invite the members of the stroke task force forward. And Ginny, if you wanted to say a few words before we sign the measure.
Thank you, Governor. Um, this bill is a perfect example of Hawaii at its best, where we had collaborative work between the public sector and the private sector, all the hospitals, all working together on voluntarily coming up with standards and saying we need better data and we need to do a better job. We all know what a devastating incident it is when someone has a stroke. And so this is a great leap forward for the state to be able to put together this data registry and combined efforts of everybody to work together. And so I would love to call up the members of, and Linda Rosen, who was a leader in helping to get this task force off the ground when she was at the Department of Health, and has continued to be involved. So if the stroke force task force members could come up.
Thank you. We have a bill, Act 211.